Hey, World Entertainment, and more news has come out about the next Ghostbusters movie. Ghostbusters 4, which is technically what it is, but they're referring to it as the sequel to Afterlife. As we know, the cast of Afterlife are returning. Ernie Hudson was pushing to be back in. That was pretty much confirmed that he's back as Winston. But the new news is that Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, and Sigourney Weaver will all be returning as well. However, them three seem to be put down as cameos. Now, cameo for Bill Murray makes sense because they obviously don't want to be pushing him back into, hey, put on the proton pack and stuff. And as I said in my last video about this movie, was that it was a better idea to bring him in for a smaller part rather than going on that storyline of killing him and stuff. But there's another piece of information which seems to be brand new, and it's kind of contradicts what they've said the movie would be, or more so where it would be set. So originally this new one is meant to be set in New York, which made sense because if Winston was going to be in it, we saw him bringing back Ecto-1 and re-getting the firehouse. But now they seem to be indicating that it's not just not going to take place in New York, it's not even going to take place in the US. In fact, this movie seems to be set to be filmed and taking place in London, in the UK, which is really strange, and I don't understand why, unless part of it might take place in London, the other part might take place, like, it might start out in New York and you get a good chunk in New York and then it goes to the UK, or vice versa, starts in the UK and then comes back to New York. But the only thing I could think of for them to take it to London would be that they want to set up a spin-off series based in the UK. You know what I mean? Like Ghostbusters UK. I don't know. There doesn't seem to be much information at the moment, which is also strange because this movie is supposed to be filming next month, I believe, for release this coming December. That's right. December 2023. This Ghostbusters movie is meant to be coming out. That's going to be quick turnaround, but okay. So it is interesting that there's not too much information. But originally they were saying it was going to be set in New York. So why all of a sudden it's meant to be set in London? I don't know. Unless they're actually just filming in London to cut down costs of filming. I don't know what type of tax breaks or whatnot they get filming in the likes of London instead of actually in New York. But yeah, it's strange because if it's in London, the first thing you would have to point out is you're not going to have Ecto-1, which, you know, that's as much of a character for Ghostbusters as the likes of Ray and Venkman and stuff. But I guess we'll have to wait and see, and we'll wait and see what kind of more information comes out about the movie, such as what the plot is, or where it's actually going to be set, whether it's between London and New York or what's going on. So I'll keep an ear out for that, and I'll bring information when I hear some or find some. But yeah, so Aykroyd, Murray and Weaver will be back, but as cameo appearances. It'll be interesting if Aykroyd is a cameo or more of a supporting role. Time will tell. But that's the information we have so far. And with that, I'll leave it there for this one. So cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.